Welcome to Yoga for Monthly PMS Pain. My name is Suzanne Lawson. So come to sit on the mat in a cross-legged position and take your palms to prayer and close your eyes. And I just want you to start tuning into your breath. So tuning into the mat beneath you, tuning in to your seat on the mat, tuning into the room that you're in. So noticing any external sounds, external to the room, noticing any internal sounds, maybe in the room next to you, below you, above you. And now take your attention into the room that you're in, noticing any sounds that you hear, maybe your own breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. So we're really going to focus on our internal breath work today as we really try to slow everything down. So take your hands to your knees and then just bring your feet a little bit further away from you, just to give your belly some area of freedom. I just want you to come forward and just let the head hang. So just let the weight of the head hang. Take your palms away from you, facing up. And pop them on the ground either side of your legs. Allow the knees to be heavy. Allow the head and the weight of that head to release any tension in the back of the neck. Now take your attention to your belly and allow that belly to just expand in the area between your legs. Allowing gravity to do the work, encouraging the relaxation and your breath work to focus inward. And slowly just draw yourself all the way up. Bring those legs slightly back in again, and let's just do some shoulder rolls. So bringing those shoulders up towards the ears and then down again, palms on your knees. Maybe close the eyes again so you can really feel this internal system. Then cross your legs, so whichever way your legs were crossed before, uncross them back, and we'll go back into our relaxation forward fold. Palms away from your body, facing up, and your head hanging heavy. Really enjoying this moment to just melt and let go. So take your attention for a moment to your face, the tongue and the mouth, releasing any tension. Notice if you've got any jaw tension. Maybe open the mouth and just let the tongue relax. Remember, we're really trying to slow down this internal process, encouraging relaxation. And then draw yourself all the way back up again, head last. Take your hands back to your knees, and let's just take your head over to the right. Keep the eyes closed and just focus on your chin. So take your chin down to your chest now. Chin comes up, and you take your left ear to your left shoulder. Try not to draw draw the shoulders up, so drawing the shoulders back and down. And just play around with this movement. Notice where there's any tension in the neck, back of the ears. Just moving from side to side. So I invite you now to really start to connect with your neck. Find what feels good for you. And then come back to center, hands on knees. And let's just do some circles here. Some nice short circles as we just lead with the shoulders. So really press down into those knees with your hands. As you moving forward, moving back, leading with the shoulders. And then bring the head into it. So lead with the shoulders, dropping the head, lifting the head up. Really opening up the spine, the arms, enjoying that freedom of movement. And then we'll go the other way, but start again really slowly. And build up your circle. Build it up by moving with the shoulders, pressing into those hands. And then bringing in the head and the neck. Weight of the head is heavy. When you press into your hands, this really releases any tension in the neck. Take your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand behind you. Just do some twists from side to side. And just notice how that feels in your spine. And here we are with Bonnie. She's obviously woken up. So take yourself over to the left. Right hand on right knee, left hand behind you. There's no need to force it. Coming back to center, merging the right side. So just be mindful of your tummy. Bringing some movement into the shoulders, into the spine to really relax the body, relax your mind. Coming back to center. And let's just ease it out. So ease out the legs in front of you. Take your left foot in towards your right thigh. Take the hands down either side of your knee and flex that right foot back. Take a nice big deep breath in. And then I just want you to slightly turn over to the right, taking that right leg out. And then you're going to turn over that right leg, flex that right foot. And if this is how far you get, this is how far you get. You want to be keeping that left knee down, that left hip down, so both buttock cheeks need to be on the floor before you go any further. You need to be keeping that left bent knee as close to the ground as you can, allowing again the head to relax. And don't forget to breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. And come up, come back to center. Take your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. Take your palm facing up. I'll just take a moment. Take that left arm behind you. And then take it up and over. So you're getting a good twist here in the side body. breathing in and breathing out. So as you can see, my arm up above isn't very over too much. I'm just giving it that bit of a twist, that bit of a movement. Plant the left palm down just away from you on the mat and bring that right leg up, bending the knee, and then I want you to just come all the way up and across, opening out the body, drawing that right hip back, pressing down into the right feet, right toes, and then come back down. Bring your knees in and we'll do the other side. So left foot in, flex the left foot, take your torso over your left leg, palms down, and then take that left leg out further and take that twist further to the left. If that feels good, if it doesn't, then just stay on the shorter angle. Remember to relax that belly. You don't need to be engaging your core. This is just about bringing some movement, some stretch, and some stillness into your body. Let the chin relax, as we did earlier. Let the tongue and the mouth relax. Let the arms, upper arms, shoulder blades completely relax. And then draw yourself all the way up, taking that left elbow towards the inside of your left arm and draw that right arm up and over the right ear. But if that's too much, take your gaze towards your left hand. Just allow that right arm to come down if it's too much in the air. Don't forget to breathe. Come up, take the right hand down on the earth beneath you, plant the left foot, bend the knee, and draw yourself all the way up and back. Just bringing a nice stretch into the side body here. Gaze down towards the right hand and release. Coming back down. And then let's from here just come to the back of the mat, and you might want some padding for your knees. Pop your knees on the padding. Could be just a rolled up blanket or towels if you don't have any knee pads. Tuck the toes. Plant the palms underneath the shoulders. Breathe in and look up for cow pose. As you exhale, round the back and look back for cow. So different in this variation for the very fact that we're looking at our PMS flow. I don't want you to engage the belly. I want you to just use the spine. Focus on the spine. Move that spine back and forward. Just allow that belly to relax. There's no need to have that belly engaged. I want this flow of spine, this flow of energy coming through your spine, coming through your hips as you're moving in through cat and cow. Just connecting with that breath inside of you. And then I want you to make fists, tuck the toes, and take your right foot back in space. And just really press back into that right foot and look up. Draw the knee in towards the chin and draw the foot back. So this little variation of a cat-cow, bringing in this knee back and forward, really connecting with the ground, connecting with your root chakra, as you're drawing in and drawing back, really pressing down into that root chakra energy. And we'll do the other side. So just do a little bit of movement to get yourself set up. Left leg back, look up, and then draw chin to your knee. Extend that left leg back and coming back through. I've got Heidi joining in here. So drawing that energy up through that left foot, through the left toes, draw it all the way up through the left leg, all the way up through. Come back to center, tuck the toes, plant the palms, and just press yourself all the way up onto your knees. Lift your arms up in the air and take them behind you. And then I just want you to open up the heart here, nodding the head, but opening up the clavicle area. So that's like the area just in front of your chest. And then come back down, palms down, round the back. Just ease out here. This is just a bit of freestyle movement, just to ease out any tension in the toes, in the feet. And then bring yourself all the way up into a downward facing dog. Make this down dog quite short, so hands are in the middle of your mat and your feet are at the back. Bend in one knee, bend in the other. Pressing into all fingertips simultaneously. Remember to breathe. And remember, there's no need to really engage that core too much here. For a nice flat back, you may need to engage it a little bit, lifting the hips up. I want you to work more on your legs, your hamstrings. And shake the head, no. Side to side, nod the head, yes. You've got this. You're nurturing your body, bringing that energy into your body at this time of the month when you really need it. And then slowly walk yourself all the way to the front of your mat, feet hip width apart. Let's just take the heels off the mat for a little bit. Plant them back down and then grab both elbows, dropping the head, allowing your body to rock back and forward, coming up onto the toes, back again, connecting with that root chakra. The root chakra is responsible for stability, for connecting with our home, finances, family life. So bend and straighten the legs as you allow the weight of the head to release into the ground. And then step yourself back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Bend the knees and then straighten them again. So just play around with this pose. And then I want you to walk your hands back to your feet. Take your feet out on the angle. And we're going to come into a squat pose. Now if this is too much for you, just pop something under your seat like a block or a cushion. But I want you to just try and see if you can do it. So take the palms together, and really press the tops of your arms in to your inner knees. Just really try and use the breath and move when you're here. So close the eyes and just move your hips. It's just a slight movement from side to side, but it can really bring you some freedom in the hips, freedom in your sacral chakra, the chakra all about creativity and energy. And then from there, just come down into a wide-legged child's pose, bringing your arms in front of you. See if you can tent the fingers and just keep the elbows off the mat. Aim to get your third eye, that's the point between your eyebrows. See if you can get that on the mat. So you're still going to be working through those shoulders whilst you're relaxing the hips. Still creating that energy. Remember to breathe. Breathing in from the base of the feet, all the way up the legs, all the way up the front body. And then as you exhale, allow the breath to wash over the back of your head, down your spine and your buttocks. Well done. So I invite you to come down onto your belly. Take your hands sort of either side of your breasts and just lift yourself up very slightly for a real slow cobra. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lift the knees, lift your head, shoulders back. Don't forget to breathe. Your head wants to be straight so your neck is in line with your spine. Just bringing some strength into the back body. If it feels good to come higher, then do so, keeping the elbows in. Maybe see if you can take the hands off the mat. And then relax, forehead down to the mat. Interlace the fingers behind your back and really draw your shoulder blades back. Breathing into the back of your body, and then lift your head again in line with your spine, drawing those fingertips tight as you draw the shoulders back and down your back body, breathing in and breathing out. Well done, and release. Hands down either side of your shoulders. And we'll do that again. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Pressing the feet into the mat. Lift the knees slightly off the mat. And then draw yourself all the way up. And can you see now if you can lift your legs off the mat? Drawing those toes. Point those toes all the way back. Come on, you've got this. Really pressing into the mat and release. Well done. Palms down by your shoulders. Bend the knees. And take hold of your right foot and your left foot with your palms. Draw the shoulder blades in, and then on a nice big deep breath in, draw the shoulder blades back, lift the head, and then straighten that head so the neck is in line with the spine, and release. Just take a moment and press yourself all the way back up to a wide-legged child's pose. But let's be passive now, so just allow the elbows to bend and relax, or take them down behind you with your palms facing up, third eye on the mat. But just let the shoulders, the arms, the wrists lets the fingers relax. If you've been a little bit out of breath, start to control your breathing, and then push yourself all the way back up. And then we're going to come into pigeon pose. So take the right knee to the right wrist and extend your left leg back. So come into proud pigeon first, and then once you've got your pigeon set up, I invite you to take your arms ahead of you and tent your fingers and look up, and then drop the head and bring it back up again. So exhale, drop the head, see if you can get third eye to the mat. Inhale, roll it back up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, roll back up. After a few times of that, make a pillow with your fists and pop your third eye on your fist. Start to settle into the pose, allowing the hips to relax, releasing any tension in the forehead. And I'm just going to leave you now whilst you settle into this sleeping pigeon. And then slowly unwind the body, bringing that right leg back through. Just easing out any tension, and take your left knee to your left wrist. Extend the right leg behind you. Bring yourself up into your tented pigeon first, so hands ahead of you, look up. On an inhale and on an exhale, bend the elbows, third eye to the mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round and down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, bring yourself onto your fists, one on top of each other. Relax into your posture, and then slowly start to control that breath. Send your breath to your hip as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, relaxing any tension in the jaw, any tension in the face. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back up, and just drop your seat down to the ground, drawing that right leg all the way through. So you're now sat on your bum. I'm just going to turn around for you. So I want you to come into wide-legged straddle pose and flex both feet. And you want to externally rotate the knees, so just try and think about taking those knees up and away from you, so the knees are facing up towards the sky. And then start to walk your hands out in front of you, tenting the fingers as you go until you get your edge. Once you've reached your edge, see if you can drop the elbows, and like we did at the beginning, drop the head. Focus on your breath. We'll encourage you to relax deeper. So I want you to focus on your legs, focusing on your thighs, your knees. Allow the belly to relax, but still maintain that breath work. That breath work should come from your feet all the way up and through. And then release, come back to center. Let's just take a moment just to notice, where was there any tension? Can you just give it a bit of a massage? Did you feel any tension in the knee, in the calf? The side of the knee can be quite a nice area to massage. Releasing any tension. It's one of our meridian lines, which I'll cover in another class, but it's a really good one for any PMS pain. Just on the inside of your kneecap. So using the thumb, just going up the leg. We're pressing into the muscles, noticing how it feels. Noticing that connection with your body and how you felt any tension when you did that forward fold, and maybe next time what you might focus on. So let's come back onto the mat, and we're just going to bring our legs together, flex the feet, and just come forward into a passive forward fold, palms facing up. So by passive, you don't need to be thinking about your spine, just allow the spine to round. Remember, just let the belly relax and let the head relax. Tongue in the mouth relaxed. Just leave you here for a moment. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up, back to seated. Just take a moment, notice how you feel and reconnect with your breath. And we're going to come into plow pose. So if your floor is quite heavy, you might want to avoid this. So just bring your knees into your chest if that's what you prefer. But if you'd like to try it, I just want you to get some momentum. Take your hands behind your knees, straighten your legs, and then rock yourself back and forward until you can get some momentum. Take your hands to the back of your lower back, straighten the legs, and point the feet, drawing the elbows in. And this can be quite a nice release of heavy blood flow if you're familiar with this pose. So start to draw your elbows in. If this is too much, then just come back down and hug your knees into your chest. And invite you to maybe take your knees either side of your head, hugging your ears. Do what feels intuitive to you for your body at this time of your monthly period. Just playing around. With the legs. And then wherever you are, just slowly, bone by bone, release. And everyone now, just plant the feet on the ground. Just take your hands to your tummy, notice how it feels. So remember, you can revisit this class time and time again, so you might try it next month, or you might try it when you're not bleeding. Pop your knees together. And then I invite you to pop your feet, soles of your feet together, and let the knees just completely Relax open for reclined butterfly, hands on your tummy. Reconnect with your breath. Invite you to allow that breath to come from the base of the feet up to the knees, to the hips, to the belly, all the way up to the throat, and all the way back down again. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. And then you can either stay there, as we're going to shortly be going into Shavasana, or you can join me. Extend the left leg out, take the right leg out towards your right shoulder, and then flex that right foot, flex the left foot. So just getting some more opening into the hip here, but by all means just stay in reclined butterfly if that feels better for you. Breathing in and breathing out. So see if you could take a hold of that right foot on the outside of the right foot with the right hand. You don't need to have that knee straight. You can have it bent. You might be able to grab the big toe. But try and see if you can still keep that hip to the right of your arm. And then take that right leg out to the side, as low as it'll go. Really creating that opening in the hip. Keeping that left hip down, maybe using the left palm to keep it there. Remember, keep that left foot flexed, so toes up to the ceiling. Release the right leg. Hug the knee into the chest. Try again. See how far you've come. And now I want you to take a hold of the foot. Right foot with left hand this time. And take that right leg over to the left. Notice how that feels for the hip. Maybe bend the leg, straighten the leg. Maybe slightly rotate. Breathing in and breathing out. Relax the right leg down. Now I have a problem with my left leg, so I'm going to use a strap. So if you've got a strap or a dressing gown cord, you could try it. Extend the right leg out. So with my left leg, I'm using the strap to do exactly the same. But I'm no longer holding on to my foot or my toe, but I still want to feel that stretch in my left hip. Remember to flex both feet, bringing that left leg back into center. Plant the left palm down on the ground beneath you and take the left leg over to the right side, as far as that will go. Getting a nice big deep stretch in the left buttock, your glutes, hamstrings. Coming back to center, release the strap. And then from here, hug both knees into your chest now. Reconnect with your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Rock from side to side. Take your palms above your head. palms facing up. Plant the feet down on the mat. Knock the knees in. And just relax here for a moment. And bring your palms back through. Plant your palms on your belly. Extend your legs away from you. And then take your palms away from you, facing up for Shavasana. So grab anything that you need for Shavasana. Maybe an eye pillow or an eye mask. I've got both. With some lavender in, just to really relax into the posture. Really feeling the earth beneath you, grounding your hips down into the earth, feeling that connection as you're breathing in and breathing out. So I invite you to stay here for as long as you need to. It's quite nice to just enjoy this moment of stillness. Please feel free to just listen to the music until it finishes, and then carry on with your day or your evening. And thank you for tuning in to this practice, Yoga for PMS. My name is Suzanne Lawson. Namaste. If you've enjoyed this practice, I do encourage you to subscribe, like and comment on the video.